Hey, what's going on, folks? My name is Lucas. I run a content and advertising agency out of Jacksonville, Florida. And in this quick video, I want to share with you how to decide what hashtags to use for Facebook and Instagram posting. It's really important to know what hashtags to use for your local area because in my previous video, I don't know if you saw it, but I have a video up on how you can actually get more reach organically by using hashtags in the comment feature of your post. So now we're going to do this quick video on how to decide what hashtags to use and how to know which ones are good to use and which ones are not. So in my local area, to me, I want to try to pick up some local reach of people searching local hashtags. So for me, if I search Jax Beach, we're going to see that only 697,000 posts have been made, but we might want to go ahead and look up, if we're in, let's say, the fitness niche, for example. The case of this, see how there's only 3,807 posts? That is a really good hashtag to use because it's such a low volume of hashtags in that group, but there's a decent amount where it's not dead. So Jax Beach, Florida, another good one. What we're going to do is make sure we use the hashtags that are a little bit more niche. So if we search up, Jacksonville fitness, what that's going to do is pull up, a lot of posts. So we're not going to use the ones that have 8, 12, 14, 56 posts. I would say is a good rule of thumb, go for something with at least a few hundred posts, ideally close to 1,000 at the minimum, up to, don't go anything over 1,000,000. So anything from like 1,000 to 1,000,000 posts is a really good broad kind of criteria to follow. But ideally you'd want to stay in anywhere from 1,000 to 100,000, and you just want to go ahead and click that hashtag, see how often people are looking at that hashtag. As you can see, this gentleman Ron is a personal trainer. He's using the hashtags Jax Trainer, Jacksonville Trainer, and the reason we discovered him is because he used the Jax Fitness hashtag. So, obviously for him, that hashtag is working perfect, as I just demonstrated. If I was interested in Jacksonville Fitness and networking with other fitness individuals, he's a personal trainer. He just popped up in my newsfeed because he used that hashtag and I was looking at that hashtag. So that's a perfect example of using the correct hashtags. And luckily for him, it's now number 2 on my most recent because he just posted it. So what I would do is go ahead and research what your niche is. Try to stay between 1,000 and 100,000 for that audience. Go a little bit more niche. And if you find that there's nothing in that category, so if you searched up like hashtag, Jacksonville cars, we're gonna go for the car niche. Jacksonville cars and coffee, Jacksonville car scene, anything in these top, I would say top 3. You don't want to go anything lower than 100 because that nobody's looking at that hashtag. Obviously it's not being used that much, but Jacksonville Beach cars and Jacksonville cars and coffee, there's enough posts here. It's up to 2,000. This is a really great niche to go after because if we're looking at the top posts, it's also important to note how many likes and how many comments does it take to get into that category of top posts. As you can see, the number 1 only has 129 likes and 7 comments. Then it's 114 and 5. Then it's 570 and 8. So let's say that you picked up, 200 likes on your post. You would actually get featured in the top 9 posts on this. I, on my personal account, got featured in 3 very, very large fishing hashtags just because I picked up organic reach right off the get and it took off. It went viral. I ended up getting 2,000 likes on the photo. It brought me a ton of reach. I got over 5,000 reach on the post itself by just using some hashtags I thought would be good. Once you ultimately end up in this top post category, you're going to find that your post is going to skyrocket with engagement because it's now seen by everybody looking at that hashtag. So it's really important to use maybe upcoming events for the post, any upcoming local news, any kind of like, let's say it's, a contractor, for example. If we search Jax Construction, if I can spell it right, 277 posts, not a lot of people are using that, right? So if we search Jax Realty though, 1,000 posts. So ultimately the best rule of thumb to follow again is 100 posts minimum in that hashtag group. Go ahead before you're actually looking to select that as a hashtag, go ahead and just see what does it take to be featured in the top. Obviously this girl right here is in 2 of these photos. She's gotten top placement in 2 of those photos. So if she's a realtor, looks like she is a realtor, she's getting really, really awesome engagement on her posts because she is actually seen on the top 3. So this chick knows how to use Instagram well. She's implementing the strategy that I'm sharing with you, and she's doing super well. As you can see also, what she's doing that I've previously mentioned in my other video is she's go ahead and commenting as soon as she posts that thread, that piece of content. She's commenting the hashtags that she wants to use. She's implementing the strategy really well. Whoever this is, Haley Davis, she's killing it. So this is what I want for you folks. Go ahead, do some research on hashtags. Don't go for anything super large. Like if you're in the fitness niche, don't use hashtag fitness. There's 431 million posts. Try to go a little bit more niche. So start broad by looking at the category, then scroll down, and you might want to go for fitness page for all, 330,000. That's a good one to go into. Fitness Jacksonville. Narrow it down to your local market. None of these are good, they're too small. So what you're gonna do is just make sure there's a big enough audience that it's worth your time to feature that hashtag. Go ahead, up to 30 of them, comment in the post. You'll get a lot better reach, a lot better organic reach locally. And if you get featured on the top post, it stays there for a very long time until somebody can outbeat you. So if you rank in that category well, you're gonna do super well, folks. So this is a tip how to ultimately decide what hashtags to use. Again, 100 post minimum. Depending on the size of your local market, go after 100 to 10,000. Try to stay in the few thousand category. If you want, feature it in a larger hashtag group as well. Test and feel out what posts are doing better based on hashtags. And that's an easy tip I can leave with you guys, how to select what hashtags to use. Talk soon, guys.